All right, imagine for a second. If you could build a time machine and put prime Mike Tyson in the ring with Anthony Joshua, you'd already know how this ends. I'm talking about Iron Mike in his absolute peak.
And he had hand speed like a Muhammad Ali.
When he was an unstoppable force of nature, the youngest heavyweight champion ever. The guy who made grown men look like they'd rather be anywhere else. Against Anthony Joshua, the modern-day heavyweight champion with the physique of a Greek god and a resume that speaks for itself. Two different eras, two absolute monsters. But this isn't just some fun fantasy matchup. When you actually break down the styles, the strengths, the weaknesses, this fight tells a story. And that story is not pretty for Joshua.
Andy looks a little frustrated here. Look at it really. Right hand by Joshua.
So buckle up, because we're about to dive into why prime Mike Tyson versus Anthony Joshua isn't just a dream fight, it's a nightmare. For one of them anyway. This is boxing blood. Here we go. Prime Tyson versus prime AJ. Let's start with what made each guy special, because you can't understand this matchup without understanding who these fighters really are. Mike Tyson in his prime was something out of a video game. 5'10", compact, built WW a tank, but moving like a lightweight. His speed was inhuman for a heavyweight. That peekaboo style, head movement for days, slipping punches by millimeters, then exploding with hooks and uppercuts that could shut your lights off instantly. Tyson didn't just knock people out, he erased them, intimidated them before the first bell even rang. Under Cus D'Amato, Tyson became a pressure-fighting scientist. He lived to close distance, cut off the ring, and turn fights into phone booth wars where his power and speed were unstoppable. Most of his early fights didn't even make it past 3 rounds. He was hunting, and when Tyson was locked in, you were prey. Now Anthony Joshua, 6'6", 250 pounds of muscle and athleticism. Brilliant jab, solid fundamentals, decent power in both hands. AJ came up through the Olympic system, so his technique is clean. He's knocked out some serious names like Vladimir Klitschko, Alexander Povetkin, Kubrat Pulev. The man can fight, no question. But there are cracks. Joshua is at his best when he controls distance, when he's behind that jab, picking you apart at range. He likes a measured, tactical pace. And when things get chaotic and the pressure ramps up, AJ has shown he can be hurt. He can be rattled, we've seen it. And that's the problem. Because Tyson was made to destroy big, tall, technical boxers, and Joshua fits that blueprint almost perfectly. Tyson faced guys like this his whole career, and he annihilated them. Because size means nothing when a 5'10" wrecking ball is slipping your punches and planting hooks into your ribs and jaw before you can even reset. So when you line these two up, it's not just about who's better. It's about who's built to exploit the other. And trust me, Tyson is AJ's worst nightmare. Why Tyson is a bad matchup for AJ? Let me break this down in the simplest way possible, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. In the start, AJ struggles with pressure. He likes space. He likes time to think, to measure, to set up that jab. But what happens when someone doesn't give him that? We saw it against Andy Ruiz. Ruiz got inside, put combinations together, and AJ couldn't handle it. He got dropped multiple times. And Ruiz isn't even close to Tyson's level of speed or ferocity. Tyson is Ruiz on steroids, with better head movement, faster hands, and that terrifying killer instinct. If Ruiz caused those problems, imagine what Tyson does. The thing is, AJ gets uncomfortable when he's hit early. This is huge. Joshua needs to build confidence in a fight. He needs to establish his jab, feel out his opponent, settle in. But Tyson doesn't let you settle in. Tyson comes out like a missile in round 1. He's loading up body shots, ripping hooks upstairs, forcing you to fight his fight immediately. And we've seen AJ wilt when he gets caught early. The Ruiz fight again. Even against Klitschko, he got hurt and had to survive. Tyson doesn't give you a chance to survive. He smells blood and finishes. Now think about AJ's high guard. Joshua likes to keep his hands high, shell up, protect that chin. Smart, right? Except Tyson built his entire career slipping through high guards. The peekaboo style wasn't just defense, it was offensive positioning. Tyson would duck under your punches, come up inside, and unleash 3, 4, 5 punch combinations to the body and head before you could blink. AJ's guard might work against slower, more predictable heavyweights, but Tyson, his angles, his speed, the way he changes levels mid-combination, Joshua's never seen anything like that. And AJ likes controlling distance. Tyson erases distance. That's the whole fight right there. Joshua wants to stay at the end of his jab, keep Tyson at bay, maybe land something big from range. But Tyson's footwork, his head movement, his ability to cut off the ring, it's all designed to close that gap. And once Tyson is inside, it's over. Joshua doesn't have the defensive instincts or the chin to survive a prime Tyson unloading at close range. If we're being honest, AJ's advantages with his size, his reach, his jab, they all disappear the moment Tyson gets inside, and Tyson always gets inside. How the fantasy fight goes. All right, let's play this out. Bell rings. Both guys touch gloves. And here we go. Round 1, Joshua comes out trying to establish the jab, keep Tyson at distance. He's moving, circling, firing that long left hand. And Tyson, coming forward. AJ lands a couple jabs, but they're not stopping Tyson, not even slowing him down. Then Tyson slips inside and digs a left hook to the body. You see AJ's face wince. That shot hurt. Tyson follows with a right hand upstairs, grazes the temple. AJ tries to clinch, reset, but Tyson is relentless. Pressing, cutting off the ring, making Joshua uncomfortable. End of the round, and AJ's already breathing heavy. Tyson looks like he's just warming up. Round 2, Joshua knows he needs to keep Tyson off him, so he's pumping the jab more, trying to be aggressive. But Tyson's timing is perfect. He slips a jab, steps in, and lands a hook to the body that doubles AJ over slightly. Tyson follows with a right uppercut that snaps Joshua's head back. The crowd explodes. AJ is hurt. You can see it in his eyes. He's trying to recover, but Tyson smells blood. He's swarming now, throwing combinations. AJ's holding on, trying to survive, but his legs are shaky. The bell saves him. Barely. Round 3, AJ comes out knowing he's in deep trouble. He tries to box, tries to stay behind the jab, but Tyson is hunting, stalking, and then it happens. Tyson feints, Joshua bites, and Tyson explodes with a left hook to the body and a right hand to the jaw. AJ crumbles. He's down. The referees are glazed. He tries to get up, makes it to one knee, but he's not beating the count. Tyson by knockout, round 3. Joshua is a great champion, a phenomenal athlete, a guy who worked his way to the top of the sport. But Tyson in his prime was a different species. That was a guy who made legends look ordinary. And AJ, for all his size and skill, just doesn't have the tools to deal with that level of chaos, that level of violence. So Prime Iron Mike is just too fast, too explosive, too vicious. AJ's size isn't enough. His jab isn't enough. His power isn't enough. Because Tyson was built to destroy exactly the kind of fighter Joshua is. And when Tyson closes that distance, when he gets inside and starts unloading, nobody survives. Not AJ. Not anyone. This isn't a knock on Joshua. The guy's a champion for a reason, but styles make fights, and Tyson's style is kryptonite for AJ's. So now I want to hear from you. Do you agree that Tyson destroys AJ, or do you think Joshua survives the storm? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's argue about it. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe, because we're just getting started with these fantasy matchups.